What's up, guys? Welcome to Pasty Gaming. I'm back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last episode, we found out Tidus actually knows how to use make a fire, and somehow magically conjure bolts of thunder. Let's not question it. Anyway, don't know what you say. Don't know what you say, but thank you for the potions. I think I talked to... Yeah! For those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy X uses a different leveling system than most traditional RPGs. Instead of leveling up, you have the sphere grid. With the sphere grid, you gain experience in battles, and you gain sphere levels. You use those sphere levels to move along the grid and, access nodes, which either give you abilities, more magic, or stats. And I'm just kind of skipping through this. The way it works is you have a reach of one sphere in front of you, one sphere behind you, and the sphere underneath you. You get to move one node per sphere level, and if you have the correct sphere, you can unlock any node that you can reach, so long as it's not an empty node. For abilities, spells, and skills, you use ability spheres. For health, strength, and defense, you use strength spheres. Agility, accuracy, and evasion, you use speed spheres. And magic attack and magic defense, as well as MP, you use mana spheres. And that about covers all the basics. There are a few other features to the sphere grid that will come into play a good bit later into the game, and I'll go over those when they, well, actually matter. Keep in mind, this is the standard sphere grid. I'm on the expert sphere grid, and as you'll see in a minute, it's not straightforward like this one is. The expert sphere grid allows access to many things earlier, but in exchange for that, it does not hold your hand. You have to know what you want and where to find it. I'm probably going to have to take some time later to look over where everything is to remember what I need to go for first. But just to give you an example, controls. Here we go. This is the expert sphere grid. As you can see right away, I can go two different directions, and each one has much different stuff than the other. Like, I could come down over here and start learning black magic. I could come over here and start learning the white magic. And it's... if you know what you're doing, it's much better and much more convenient. Especially... where's it at? This will be your best friend early in the game. Extractability. You can only get it on Tidus when you need it, before... or, you can only get it on Tidus when you actually need it on the expert sphere grid. Otherwise, it is an ability that only a different character can learn for quite some time. It saves a lot of early game grinding because you can only get ability spheres in a couple places early game, but this ability allows you to mark an enemy to drop ability spheres, and depending on the strength of the enemy, you could get like 1 or 2, or if you overkill them, you get, it's either double or 1.5. I think it's double, just straight up double, but I think it's slightly different for bosses, or maybe I'm thinking of experience. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and learn that, and then I'm going to start making my way over to extractability. I don't think I'll be doing too much of the sphere grid on screen, but I will go through my party setup before any major battle, just to show you a general idea of where my stats are and what abilities I know. But yeah, that's about it for my explanation of the sphere grid. I need to heal. Traveler spheres, if you don't remember, when you touch them you get a full heal. And this on the ground is our first instance of an Albed primer. There are 26 Albed primers, each decoding a specific letter from Albed to English, or whatever they call this language. Anywho, each one will... Wait, I already said that. Never mind. And for every so many of them you'll get a new title. I have no idea what they're for. I have no idea how they are translated, but I guess to make you feel special, yay. Anyway, talk to Riku.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not
talk to the mysterious character to move on. Whoops.
And then we should be able to
pretend I didn't say that.
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
I'm going to try not to be over-leveled, but there are some parts that I will have to grind to get specific things, and, you don't have to do that, but if I actually take the time to sit down and grind, it's usually because it will be a massive help in whatever battle is about to appear. For now, I'm not going to do any grinding. I might fight a couple battles just to get 1 or 2 levels. But, actually, I will fight a couple battles before I go, just to get some spheres. The spheres that you use on the sphere grid are dropped by different mobs. These piranhas are a good example, because they have a chance to drop any of the 4, and I think they can also drop potions, I'm not sure. It's not a guaranteed drop, but it's high enough that you'll usually get at least 1 sphere per battle. If you're not using an expert sphere grid, which I would recommend you use standard for, at the very least, your first playthrough, I would recommend grinding here a little bit just to get up a decent enough stock of ability spheres, because unless I remember wrong, piranhas are the only enemy in the first about third of the game that actually drop ability spheres on their own, and you're going to go through so many so fast that you're going to need a stock of them. But anyway, that'll do it for today. My name has been Pasty. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in the next video. Take care.